So remember, I'm doing colonization in reverse, the decriminalization of Merville Myers, and I'll be taking out some colonizers, party to traffickers, housing for women traffickers, and all, probably pedophile rings and all that. Yes. So where do I reach in the story of District Judge Beecham, District Judge Sarah Elizabeth Beecham, District Judge Sarah Elizabeth Beecham will be jailed with www.leaf.org.uk. The pedo. You don't like that, not too. Alright, I could do it. Right, so where do I reach now? So I'm gonna lay the case. No, before I lay the case aside, I need to go back to July 2023, when I received a letter dated the 13th of July from Devonshire Solicitors, Narin Masira. No, I'm nothing about fucking TikTok on my phone neither. For TikTok shut me out. No, I'm nothing for TikTok on my phone. No, I'm nothing for the fucking woman, you know that on my phone. No, I'm nothing for you now about now how you Africa, your blood clot. Go away. Yes? So where was I? July, I got a letter from Devonshire Solicitors, Narin Masira, an phone number and an email. So I sat right there on the 17th of July. I was taking my husband to look about power of attorney. The person who is calling the phone there introduced me after my stepson came here and took the money my husband has in DRS, £11,000. Never met my husband money bother me. Once he said to me, if anything happens to me, take care of the briefcase. I never take my husband pin. I never say, give me this. It was only in the end that I actually asked him for his pin. And that's how we got saved. After they stole, everything was stolen. Passports, marriage certificates, the money he took out of the bank that day, everything was stolen. They're still doing the case. They arrested somebody And over a year, they're still doing the case, but they push whatever they done with me. And now I am the criminal, and that is still outstanding. Yes? So that is how was able to get some money out of Lloyds. The same Lloyds now who turn against me and then do what they do and then sending me £100 for the discrimination. That's how I get treated. After my stepson go report about whatever. Yes? I've had it easy. And when I tell you that my whoever take everything, my husband left me well off, I have nothing left. Nothing. My husband left me with over £100,000 in savings. I save a letter to prove it. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere in this pack. I saved the letter. Yeah? So that's why District Judge Beecham join up with whoever to come charge me 90K. Yeah? I save it because I saw it. So this would be one of them, but I have it where all of it is on. I have nothing left, people. So that's why that cunt, District Judge Beecham, must have gone and surveyed his property and everything and said, okay. So that's why she wanted to keep the case. Because she kept saying, I want to keep this case, I want to keep this case. And I'm thinking, oh, she wants a favor outcome. Not knowing the bitch had gone and seized up my husband's property. Yeah? So that is, I kept this from Barclays because I'm still getting things about whatever they have there for me. Yeah? So nobody's making life easy. But I found it the other day, I was throwing out things. And I said, you know what, let me keep it as proof. I have nothing left. Nothing. It's all gone. Right. I think maybe this is. If you think I'm joking. Am I joking? This is what they're killing me off for. Gone. Whose address is on it? So although my husband was here, he done his everything at his address. What do you see there? 19 Wilson Road. Am I lying? 103 01334. 2019. 2019 when you District Judge Beecham was appointed as district judge. That's what my husband had. That's what my husband have. So that's why you maybe go decide that 90K for what? I haven't done anything. All of this is fucking gone. Gone. That's why I kept it. I was throwing things out and I said, no, keep it. Come and put me out here. What have I done to be made homeless and a criminal or whatever? Yeah? Go look back and balance a happy ending. Barclays take my money. And then in 2021 again, they take my money, close my account and everything. So my stories are out there. No matter how you want to hide and hide. Yeah? My husband was an astute person. Yeah? I keep these as a memento because I said I was going to do something with them. Yeah? That's how now Nationwide is treating me like whatever. Allowed Mimi or Wuso and Santander done it as soon as my husband started going down. This is one of the share certificates. I have nothing left, people. So when you see me putting whatever out there and whatever, it's because I don't have it. It's gone. When Trevor came and take the 11,000 pounds, I make sure I have a record. 11,000 pounds. And maybe Trevor take more than 11. Because when I gave him, my husband called me and said, he come pretend him fixing bell. And then my husband called me and said to me, I must count the money that he have in the briefcase. So me not questioning anything. And that's where I'm stupid in a sense, because people said I should have gone and lived in the property, but not me. Even now I don't regret not going in there. Not going there. And that's why housing for women, what they've done. I haven't done anything. No, nothing. I had no intention to retire to stay here. Because if I had intention to stay here, my husband would have bought me property. We started looking property, and then when I heard the terms, and I said to myself, me go to my bed and can't sleep because I'm thinking about where am I going to get another cleaning job to add up so I can pay my. I said, no. I have somewhere in Jamaica. There's a family land that I started building on. My husband started helping me. And I also bought a piece of land in Jamaica. No, I have nothing. So when I'm talking, I'm telling you my story, how wicked and evil people are. Yeah? And that's why stories must be told. Yeah? So I put my thing here. Yes? My first bank, whatever, when I came. I don't throw away. I'm a holder for a purpose. What do you see here? Miss E.M. them hard. And then afterward, I take off the ermine by deed poll because I couldn't be bothered with the problem and the problem. And now you want to come throw me out before me can put my things together and I haven't done anything? Yeah? District Judge Beecham, you're a thief. District Judge Beecham, you're a pervert. District Judge Beecham, you're a pedophile. And whatever name I chose to call you, you are District Judge Beecham. Because now I realize why you wanted the case. Oh, I have this case. So why did you jump off it when I mentioned about the suicide? Why, bitch? So I have a 90K and you're gonna put me on the street. Why are you gonna put me on the street? When I have my storyboard? Bitch, how are you gonna account for that? Where's the judgment, bitch? Yeah? So I go back. I'm continuing. What happened in 2023? The birthday party. So I decided I am celebrating my husband's 100. How did that come about? I went to Miss Catherine's, the Nigerian family, two with autism. How did I find this family? When London Early Years Foundation sent me on medical suspension, I sat in here and I started looking. So that's the first volunteering officially. Because I think I'd started I'd started Race for Life. Same way. After my husband died, not my husband, my brother died, I find things to do. So I started Race for Life. That's the first. So when I'm in here on medical suspension, I hunt down and I found resources for autism. And I signed up. And that's how I meet this lovely family. I was mainly responsible for Theodora. Now they're gone out into country. Nobody have time for me and remember me, but I don't regret. So I went to her husband's party and I said, oh, this would be nice for me to celebrate my husband 100. I didn't just go ahead and say, oh, I'm celebrating my husband 100. I consulted with Trevor and the whole family and blah, blah, blah. And then we made the arrangement. And then I was told that I should take back the money for the down payment for the hall and we take my husband to a restaurant. And I said, no. By then, I began to know who Trevor is. It was after that his dad told me the story. I don't think it was before about what was done about the wedding. But I'd already heard about the wedding. So all you come in here, yeah? So YouTube, you don't hear? You don't hear? You were so concerned. People were sending thingy. And now this Instagram that is saying whatever and blocking me out and my thing in a posting. That's why I'm not whatever. Yeah? Because one day, if I'm dead and gone, it will be here. And as for my children who has forsaken me and taken me and do whatever. Uh, See, I put my teeth in and I look like somebody now. Yeah? And I just remember that I have my thing. Does any human being deserve to live the way I'm living? What I have done? Don't care my transgression? If it's even to say I care for my husband. But what is on my side, I'll never hide anything. I make my life transparent. Whatever needs to be hidden, yes. Don't need to come to public. But my life was always an open book. So sometimes all I have is smoothie. All my stomach will take people. I've been through hell these past 11 years. Hell these past 11 years. And God has me. And that's why I'm not breaking down anymore. Yeah? So nobody hears this. What is this? Hmm? What is this? Can those who were contacting YouTube to tell YouTube that they're concerned about me, so YouTube send me, doesn't YouTube hear? So this is survival. I tried every way I can. So even when I'm not eating, I make my smoothie. Now I make sure I put things in it so it doesn't spoil. That's not going to spoil. I have to be thinking of ways. Yeah? So where do I reach? I'm doing 2023. Me and Trevor plan. Others were to come on board, and then all of a sudden, nothing that happened. In the end, it was Miss Catherine and her African people rescued me. So my money just burned up. But whatever I achieved, I am grateful. Making my husband one of the happiest person on his birthday and beyond. So when people don't call me now, and I say to myself, you know what? It's not my fault. It's them having to live with the conscience what they've done to me. Like when Robert called the other day and behaved in certain ways. And I said to myself, I'm not going there. I remember the times when I come here, and I'm going to eat. And before I eat, I would think, does my family in Jamaica have food? And no. Sometimes I buy the food and all it do, it goes in the compost. Because my stomach can't taste it. Because of the work. And I remember when I got counseling and I told the training counselor about my mother. And she said if my mother wasn't the person she was, she wouldn't have survived. And that's why now I decided try and control my emotions. And after I developed eating disorder, I realized that my mom also had that problem. Because there were days when mom wouldn't, she don't want it. Don't want it. And we used to say, oh, she's old and miserable and cantankerous. And then after days she hadn't eaten, you just say she turn up. Right, you want me dinner? When I developed eating disorder, when people say, you must eat, you must eat, you must eat, you must eat. Sometimes not even water. And people think it's like, and that's why as soon as my stomach can take anything, I have as much as I can take, not overdoing it because it will make me sick. Nobody calls me except this person calling my phone 24/7. Nobody calls me. No family calls me. Check up. Okay. Because my brother was born, the last time I saw my brother was my brother in Jamaica in 2018 when I went for Miss Connie's funeral. No, remember. Anyway, the last big occasion with my brother was mom's funeral because I hadn't been back to Jamaica until Miss Connie's funeral 4 years later. And I haven't been back to Jamaica since. And I remember once my brother was saying to me, why haven't you been on holiday? And I said, how can I go on holiday when I have my husband to take care of? Then I didn't know how much my brother hated me. And my brother said, no, the only reason I didn't go on holiday is because I am afraid that if I go on holiday, they wouldn't let me back in. Can you see? Anyway, 2023, my brother came over for the birthday. And although it wasn't a success, I spent the money, but the family didn't turn up. They let me down. Same like how some of them didn't turn up for the funeral. Tom have family where I went to whatever and went with them at their thingy and signed so they get their paperwork. The mother, so when they have to get whatever, the daughters. I've had Tom family where Tom gave them money so they can sort themselves out. It's sad. But you know the cook, Vashti. Vashti Coates is a cook. One called me, that's Ricardo's mother. She had expected me to be sending money to pay her rent. And I can tell anybody that the one who came here is an honest girl. She left, but she never take a penny from me. Yeah? So she was raised right. She's going about the world looking about her business. I don't know, I've heard anything from her. But she's one honest young lady. I can vote for that. One honest young lady. It hit me that she could not have confided in me, whatever it is. She left my house the day before she was due to leave. Don't know. What her plans? She never discussed it with me. I only came from going to perform and she wasn't here. And that really not me. And the next day, Miss Gilchrist locked me out. 23rd of October. Luckily, Paul was with me. Yeah. See, I burp. So I'm not going to die for hunger or anything. So when I tell people that I improvise, I improvise. Yeah? So after the party, brother was here, spent little time with me. So April, March, April, I'm here. My husband didn't need me 24/7, so I went out. You know, it's only like after he started slowing down, I realized now I curtail certain things. So I don't allow him to go out on his own. And he wasn't able to prepare a meal. He could get up, fix breakfast for both of us. And I tell you the last time he fixed us breakfast. But that was all. By this time, he had stopped eating certain things. Meat, he couldn't manage it. He wasn't eating banana again. Certain things he wasn't eating. All part of the whatever. And that's why when I went into the hospital and saw his feet over the bed, I knew exactly what was happening. If they had worked with me, but now they see me, this report put me off or whatever. Anyway. I am out and about. I went to this event and I met Mimi. Also. When I'm going out, I make impression. No, I can't turn duck off on this because what's happening with me. But if I'm going out, I dress for the occasion. So I was wearing my cultural clothes because I went somewhere because I went with the intention that they wanted people to, but they wanted people to pay money, take over franchise, and I wasn't into that. I met somebody who said he attended Manning school and whatever. Everybody promised to link me up. It doesn't happen. They take what I have and that's it. April, I met Mimi at the event. Sometime around at the launch of Song Street Big Sun Markets, Song Street app. You see why I used to get angry and frustrated, people? Things like this. How can one some person endure so much? Yeah. So I met Lyndon as a result of at the launch. I tell you, people, I have good intentions. I met Lyndon. Lyndon came into my life. Told him about my husband came here, done interview. Lyndon invited. I saw the first draft. I was so because certain things in there I'd never heard them before. First time I hear my brother talk because you have somebody drawing the information out. Lyndon interviewed my husband. Lyndon interviewed my brother. Lyndon interviewed me and made it. And when I saw that first reel, I'm telling you, people, and then everything. And Lyndon and his friend Martin Seaton, Councillor Seaton, what they done to me, called me mad and everything. So now I am supposed to go put my head under the cover or whatever. Yeah? So that's why she's on me. I know exactly who it is. I phoned the police. I told them about it. They can't do anything now, go make a report. So I put in the report, but it's me, so they won't do anything. But when she called them and do all these things, they turn up here and they do whatever. But when it's me, so yes, I meet Mimi at this event where also um Garfield Robinson was, and Garfield Robinson threw out his idea for his book, and I published in the thingy, and I publish in the voice. I advertise in the voice. Yeah, I advertise in the voice. Now when they on whatever they make sure I can't tag them in or whatever. I contacted Mr. Rodok too. I sent him 2 articles about my husband. Nothing. So advertising in the voice paper, and that's it, people. Yeah. So I started being invited to things again and whatever. And I said to Garfield, he posted the 2 books because it's volume 1 and 2. And I said, I find a way to help tell my story. And Garfield said he can't do that. And since it seems as if I've been cut off, I pay to go on the international book show and do whatever. The guy is not well, so I have to whatever. Nothing you can do about it. But I reached out to him and I said, because he was telling me about the condition he has and his mother has, could we do something around inherited this, whatever? He hasn't gotten back to me. So I'm here on my own, plowing on. Hmm? Yeah? I try. It's not as if I don't try. I take out, I even did take out Shopify once. I put so many things on Google My Business. As soon as I set it up, it's been whatever, it's been reported for whatever. It's not for want of trying, people. I try. Right. Yeah? So my brother met Mimi. Liz came and we went to even to where they said they done things around Notting Hill and blah blah blah. So now I am so happy that I am getting a family around me. And that's when Mimi, because Trevor had taken the money, and then Mimi said I should do power of attorney because Trevor was introducing his dad to power of attorney, but his dad wouldn't take it up. So Mimi, it's even Mimi who found the solicitor. And in doing that, made will. And then I because Mimi was so nice. I wanted Mimi to be my power of attorney because I have nobody else. In the last minute, she changed her mind. But then Mimi, same like how District Judge Beecham must have gone and checked out. So she gonna tie me up to go pay housing for 190K after they put me on the street. Look now, you're gonna put me on the street? Where am I gonna live? You had plan was to send me to prison? So then, so now, first you're gonna put me on risperidone. You get doctor sorted, doctor feel good. All of a sudden, come out of the blue, diagnose me as non-organic psychosis. Working with the solicitor and barrister, of course. So all this time I was looking at my husband, there was nothing like this. But all of a sudden I have this condition that I need to be put on risperidone. And when I take this risperidone now, I have to go take something else for something else and something else. So then I am no use to myself. So see? Yeah? I don't say I don't take whatever, but if I'm going to take something that's going to be detriment to me, why should I take it? So see, I have the risperidone thing. And this is the reason I do not have a GP, people. Because I refuse to take risperidone. That's going to shorten my life. That's going to make my life, whatever, probably lose my dignity. And as a result, I do not have a GP. And some little cunt by the name of HHJ Robert, who put civil restraint order on me after I have all this, and thing now come tell me whatever. I am on whatever until when. But they haven't gone and done their research, because if they had gone and done their research, they would have seen and known. Yeah. I write things in hands and whatever because I need to have reference. So this is reason housing for women cannot let them come and put me out there. District Judge Beecham, who is Tristan Slater, or Salter. Yeah? So on top of the Equality Act that I just went and look on, I have this. Look how I'm living. Yeah? I have to be begging for so I can put something down me. Yeah? Court action. N16A and attach a sign WA, so that's witness statement, setting out what has happened. Yeah? So when District Judge Beecham is going to say I didn't supply evidence for whatever, anything that come here, I'd sit down and address it. That's why sometimes I don't have time to look after myself properly. Wash, cook, eat, but at least I adjust the paperwork as best as I can. And I asking for damages. Yes? Right now, the place is blocked up. The bath is not running. The sink is not running. And everything. Yeah? So you're bringing your modern slavery, you transport them from what they can't even speak English. And people lose job. And then Richard Blakeway is going to join with you now to say, you train them or whatever. So who trained me? And then you don't expect me to talk about the cunts because I can lick them over the head. Cunts if you are. Protection from Eviction Act, 1977. Amended Housing Act, 1988. I was the minute taker for the customer panel. Now you have a new one. You disbanded it. So who is involved in your new one? Probably those who came over from Asia, wherever they are, because now they are contractors and they are this and they are that. Criminal offense to harass or unlawfully evict a residential occupier. Prove what I have done. Why in that margin of space where Trina Filbert said they've got report for antisocial behavior from May 2022. When did Trina Filbert started working with Housing for Women? May 2022. So from you came, you got that antisocial behavior. You came here June. That's in your witness statement. And it's in what Cunt put online there. Cunt, H.J. Roberts, Richard Roberts. You are a cunt for your civil restraint order. What was the civil restraint order for? Crab house. Yeah? Criminal offense to harass or unlawfully evict a residential occupier. If I had done anything. But within that framework where you're saying this was happening, it could not have been happening. Because in 2022, I wrote a song. Tony Seeley introduced me to Jessie Lloyd from Australia. Yes? Hence I hear the bricks, the Rinrush story, and I wrote a song. Yeah? My life has been helter-skelter. Yeah? I'm not learning. Yeah? So they can do it. I'm not lying. Yes? When I'm saying, yes? Tony Seeley introduced me to Jessie Lloyd. Hence, she gave me these. I haven't had time to listen or anything. But she gave me these. Am I lying? No, I don't lie. So that was 2022. Yes? And you've disrupted my life. Yeah? You have disrupted my life. Yeah? These were some of the things I have in the window celebrating what my achievement. But I'm not so. So this is it. So that was 2022. So you have to show me how I became the antisocial behavior that was reported that somebody can be calling my phone 24/7. Show me the antisocial behavior. Yeah? This is the song Brixton Mark. I haven't heard myself on the app because I haven't had time to go on the app. I know I went to the studio and recorded with other people, but this is it. So when did I have time for this antisocial behavior? And when this cunt is telling me I must come on, I'm barred from social media. What about my intellectual properties there? What about my 18 Facebook pages that were disabled after the death of my husband? What about my website that has just been stolen? I just found the thingy there an hour. What about all those things? And I'm in here a prisoner. If I was functioning, it would bother me. And are you threatening to make me homeless and charge me 90 grand for whatever? I said all the money my husband left. I showed it to you. Gone. Bank take, family take, scammers take. She have £9,000, 10,000 that went to bank plus others. I gave her £600. I'm not expecting her to pay me back because that was given. That's who I am. Yeah? But she turned herself into Harrison Atukukutu and said she was writing for my website. Charge me how much? Okay. If I can get back that, I should get it back. But my focus is the 10,000 that went through two banks. And none of the bank is willing to help me. But you see, when I get frustrated, anybody would get frustrated. And all I can do is talk so I don't go under. Because if I'm not talking or doing something, I'm going under because I'm not functioning otherwise. And some little cunt, crab louse boy who put civil restraint order. Not knowing that Barrister Samantha Jones tried it. A Barrister Samantha Jones who was given a reference to be on the Grenfell Tower inquiry. If I didn't have something to keep my mouth, don't you think I would have probably succumbed to whatever? Imagine a person who would be today is Easter Sunday dressed up and gone to church. I don't have that facility because I don't have the peace of mind and I'm not welcome anywhere. So I'd rather stay here and be comfortable than go out there. But I don't have the strength. I don't have the wherewithal. I know all that's hanging over my head. How can anybody function like this? And yet I am in here. I should be in peace. It's not only all hours of the day. I don't know if she set something up that she just touch a button and it go off. Night, day, middle night, whatever. It's going. Like this. Yes? This is to crack me. And then they say I'm mad and I'm this. And then some of them tell me that I'm hearing things. It's not happening. My son come here, come tell me, he say, him don't know if anybody a kick me door. My son come here, my brother let them, for my brother declared me mad. And tell them me must get pill. Yeah? So that's 2023. What happened again in 2023? My mother's birthday, I'm here celebrating. So the 12th of January, Samantha Gibbs brought a young man, or a man, don't know, to my door with the key that I gave to them. They asked me for a copy. So they opened the door from there, come and knock my door. And then police, was it she and Debbie Gilchrist out there, whatever? Police came. Of course, it's my fault. You come and interfere with me. Same like how District Judge Beecham set the stage for Trina Filbert to provoke me and for me to talk about her pregnancy. And this is how I'm living. And you tell me that YouTube don't hear. YouTube, all those who were used to be concerned about me when I used to break down, they don't hear now because I'm strong, no? You don't hear this YouTube? Worthless YouTube. Yes? Worthless YouTube. So that is 2023 wrapped up. Yeah? 23rd, this 12th of January, Samantha Gibbs came with a man. I see the name in the bundle now because I didn't know. Man tried to assault me. So I come back in. Tried to assault me at my door. So I came back in. And all those are, because I was doing live, those things are hidden. Where are they? Yeah? 26th of January, my mother's birthday, like I was celebrating my brother's, the 3rd. I picked myself up for this occasion because it's something. And police came. And then, if I didn't go to court the next day, the 27th, they were coming back to arrest me. And I got to court and there was nothing there, but they made up something. In the end, they said nothing, whatever, because they took it out and do whatever and then wrote a list about my mental health. So everybody knows about my mental health or whatever is happening to me. That's why I think in Bumble District Judge Beach, I'm going to get it. Oh, I know you don't say, but non-organic psychosis. You're pedophile Phil Gregory. All I know involved together. So who not there with man and there with woman. I don't know how to have no threesome. Worthless, dirty people. The trauma of the children turn into young people who killing of their mothers and sisters and brothers. You're responsible. Didn't I put out the warning about social media? How long can I live like this? How long am I supposed to live like this? So now I'm bound over. I'm whatever, bound over for what? By who? It is the rascal, Richard, whatever. You have no fucking jurisdiction. Because I'm not a criminal. I've never done anything other than defend myself. Because if you'll have to go and check my book. Yeah? I don't know where the one I write up in. You'll have to go and check my book. Yeah? Because when this is saying, oh, you're gonna do, but then, yeah, this was the one I gave to V. But then you're not supporting me because you left me on my own. You're not big enough. You're big enough to take my book and said, oh, you're using it for women to empower women. But yet you wouldn't even come forward and make a statement to say what. But you put me in my, I'm always been put in people's book. So yes, I'm in here. And nobody will say, all right, come, let me support you with this and that. But you put me in here, so it's gonna make you look good. But then at the end of the day, what are you doing for me? Yeah? So here I am in your thing. But what other support I'm getting? Like I see Michael King is sending me about join whatever. And they having things about his father being the first black mayor of Southwark. But all I am is a number. And you're not aware of my situation. Yeah? So this is when I went to whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna have strength. In another month I'm my birthday. Yeah? And you think you have rights. Yeah? And when I come in all those things, are you going to tell me I must come off social media? Why should I come off social media, Dranko? Drankos, why should I come off social media? Social media is taking everything I've got. So why should I come off social media? Yeah? My whole website I created, white people take it out from Oxfordshire. Take it. Yes? How long can I live like this? I'm going to shut this one down now. Or maybe I do some writing. Or maybe I do... Yeah? So what is YouTube? A fucking pedophile ring. Facilitators of pedophiles and rapists and racists and haters and murderers against me. What have I done to anybody? Show me. Come and put me outside. Come and put me outside. Where is the whatever? So you put more defame my name with your thing in District Judge Beecham and HHA Roberts. But you are the culprits. You're perverts, pedophiles, rapists, racists, terrorists. I am not. I took care of my two sons. I make sure I didn't have more children because I didn't want to bring children in the world who was going to suffer like me or have experiences like me. So it was my choice not to have any more. I didn't have a choice when I get pregnant. It was accidental pregnancies. It was not planned. I got pregnant in school. But I had choices. What I do after that? Should I have more children? I decided not to. So I took other people's children and I loved and cherished them like I would my own. Yeah? So now you're sending me things from King's College London. And they're not hearing about me. Yeah? So keep on calling. Nobody's hearing this call. You're telling me that YouTube is not hearing? The YouTube that used to be sending me emails, oh, people are concerned about what I'm posting on there. Didn't you not see what I'm posting? So now you see it. Don't you see it, YouTube? You're nothing but another pedophile ring enabled. See how hard it is to survive? Yeah, so this is Michael Carter from back then. This is Michael Carter from back then in the days. Because he was the one Samantha Jones was bragging to about Judge Freya gave her a reference to be on the Grenfell Tower inquiry panel. Yeah, so they're still in the system and they have their jobs, and I am now a whatever. This is not it. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Seeley. How cruel 2 days ago. How cruel can Mr. Seeley be? Let me put this here. Let me save to watch. No, let me save to playlist. Mental Health Conference, 17th of April. How cruel can Mr. Seeley be? Yeah, Marvin Lee Myers, name Tony Seeley for using my intellectual property, images, pedagogy for financial gain, refusing to help me share my story of gaslighting, yeah, so let me put it out there. Gaslight. Let me put it out there. It deserves to go out there. Let me see if I can share. I'm gonna share this. Yeah. Black mental health conference shifting the balance. Okay. Tony. Sorry, but it has to be told. Seely, another black person uses my intellectual property and images for financial gains. The truth has to be told, so I'm sorry. Those using my intellectual property, copyright, images, pedagogy are named as HMCTS criminals will pay to District Judge Beecham, whom Tris Tristan Salta. Can never get this on your auntie. Yes, NHS is a cult. Right, let me get that one. Let me share this. What stops a person from committing suicide? You have to have strong faith and belief. Yeah? Come. Okay. One has to have strong faith and belief not to commit suicide. Let me finish off this paper. So I need to copy this because I want it here. Hmm? So I'm gonna share. Okay, follow me. What's the problem with this thing, man? Let's share this. And then we see if we get it. Okay.